There. Count. Okay, cool.
Oh.
All right, so for this week, what do I have you do is,
So you got that low hip bone and your high hip bone, and your muscle in between there, that TFL, is gnarly. So we can't just use the roller on the bed. That's not getting in there deep enough, because there's still all kinds of nonsense in there we gotta start ungluing, right? So I need you to take that lacrosse ball and see what I need you to see. I'm using this foot. I'm pushing this foot into the ground to control how much pressure I have on this thing. You know, because I don't want just, you know, most of my body weight right on it, because that stuff is too tight in there. So use, you know, control the amount of pressure by pushing this foot into the ground, and it'll start to feel like I got my elbow in there, you know, and just hang out until you feel the pain change, you know. If you need something softer, use a tennis ball, but we got to unglue some of that TFL stuff, because that's what's causing all this downstream garbage that we got to clean up. So now, okay, so we get some of this unglued, right? Say you get at least 3 spots to go from sharp to dull, you know, using the lacrosse ball. Then we got to stretch that same piece of material, right? So the stretch I want you to do is just coming across this way until you feel a gentle static stretch right here. You'll feel it in the same piece of tissue that you just released, right? And just hang out minimum 2 minutes, right? Then we want to try to get this to fire a little bit. Now that it's been like released, stretched, we want it to fire just a little. So your move is to get against something, and you'll feel the same muscle fire just a little bit. Just play with that for a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Nothing too gnarly. We don't want to spasm it. We don't want it to not back up. Just make the thing fire. Then downstream, I need you to start loosening up the peroneals too. So for that, I would go like on the edge of the bed and put maybe like a small soft cover book under the lacrosse ball or something, and get it into here, and it'll start to feel like my elbow, you know, on those peroneals. And same thing, like just release at least 3 spots, and then to stretch that same piece of tissue, just clamp down that tibia and then invert the foot until you feel it stretching over here, right? And just camp that stretch, minimum 2 minutes. That's your homework for the week. If you get stuck, just leave me a voicemail or something. But good job today. Good job handling the pain. I was really beating on you.